Did you know that St. Cloud, along with our surrounding communities, is the second most popular place for the purchase of sex in Minnesota? This is not recognition that any community wants to hang their hat on. In a recent conversation with Wake Park Police Chief Dave Bentrud, he reported the reason for this popularity is twofold. Number one, the main interstate between Minneapolis and the North Dakota oil fields runs alongside St. Cloud. And number two, St. Cloud is far enough from Minneapolis to confuse victims of sex trafficking and make them unaware of where they are. This forces them to become more vulnerable and reliant on their sex trafficker to survive. Well, there's a third reason too. It's big business. It is estimated that 1 in 7 men will pay to have sex during their lifetime. It is also estimated that 26,000 men purchased sex last year in Minnesota alone. These men are typically white, middle-aged, married, and are middle to upper socioeconomic background. I'm Mike Hausman. I'm a husband, father, business owner, and farmer. I'm also a Meeker County Commissioner and Chairman of the Board for Terebinth Refuge. I am passionate about putting a stop to this hideous and hidden crime. And I believe one way to do it is to ramp up awareness, so much so that it can't go unnoticed in our communities. During January, Terebinth Refuge has recognized National Human Trafficking Awareness Month by sharing signs with you, signs that you might notice in our schools, neighborhoods. We've done this through email blasts and Facebook videos. Well, I want to thank all of you who responded to these messages and shared them with your friends. Now today, on the last day of our campaign, I want to share signs that indicate sex trafficking might be happening in your community. Here's our top 10 list. 1. Watch for businesses where employees both live and work with unusually crowded arrangements. For example, a restaurant, a nail salon, a massage parlor, or even a farm. These living arrangements are classic signs of human trafficking, and very often sex trafficking is not far behind. 2. Pay attention to buildings or homes with an unusual amount of surveillance equipment, a level that's not normal for the type of property it is. 3rd, watch for men calling out to girls at city bus stop or transportation terminal. Oftentimes these are runaways being lured by pimps or traffickers. 4, there's another sign might be an older man with a younger girl at a salon requesting makeup application and hairstyles that just don't seem appropriate for her age. Or a young girl at the mall or in a restaurant with a barcode tattoo or a tattoo that says daddy or a man's name. As you've probably heard, sex trafficking is on high alert with the Super Bowl just around the corner. The last 5 signs are ones you might notice at any large sporting event or travel to or from an event, such as a young person in a hotel room in the middle of the day, specifically one who looks withdrawn, frightened, and reluctant to talk to you. Or an older man and a child checking into a hotel with no luggage. You might notice an unusual pattern of visitation to a hotel room down the hall or across from yours. And for hotel housekeepers, an unusual amount of towels being used, condoms in the trash. There might be multiple keys to other hotel rooms lying around. At airports, watch out for young females following an older male looking to their, quote, daddy for permission to speak or just simply not making eye contact. These are things to watch for, but are you wondering what can you do about it? Well, here are 4 things. 1, if you are suspicious of sex trafficking in your school, neighborhood, community, call your local law enforcement or call the National Human Trafficking Hotline. This number is available on the terebinthrefuge.org website. 2nd, if a neighbor child comes to you for help, please call the Safe Harbor 24-hour crisis line. 3rd, Men as Peacemakers in Duluth, Minnesota is an organization acting as a change agent to create a culture where the demand for commercial sex is non-existent. Check out their project at www.don'tbuyitproject.org. And finally, let's all commit to valuing the humanness in everyone. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about the things that matter." Please share this information and video with your friends and family. Let them know sex trafficking matters to you.